Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back, little boys and girls. Today our story is The Gardens of Sheba. Long, long ago, before the birth of Prophet Isa alayhi salam, there lived in the ancient lands of Yemen the very rich and powerful people of Sheba. The largest city of the region was Marib. For about 1,000 years, the area became more and more wealthy and reached its peak as the people of Sheba expanded their trade through the land and sea routes. Marib was an ancient city about 50 miles from the present city of Sana'a. It was of the old frankincense route between Arabia and Syria. Through Syria, it connected with the great and flourishing kingdoms of the great Roman Empire around the Mediterranean. At the other end, along the Yemen coast, the road connected by sea transport with India, Malaysia, and China. The people of Sheba were very hardworking. They constructed a huge dam. This dam was called the Marib Dam. It took years to construct it. The dam was about 2 miles long and 120 feet high. The people of Sheba, with their great skills, made it into the best example of engineering of their times. This dam brought great wealth to the area. They made roads and canals. The canals were bordered by gardens on both sides. The trees and bushes of the lush green gardens and orchards were laden with fruits. The gardens and fields, well watered by streams, produced a variety of fruits, spices, and frankincense. All worldly progress is achieved thanks to the help which Allah has given us. Without His blessings, we cannot achieve any success. So whenever we are successful, we should say thank you to Allah for His help and remain humble and down to earth. But the people of Sheba, instead of being thankful to Allah, they chose to become arrogant. They thought that all the progress and riches that they ever enjoyed were due to the clever planning of their forefathers, who so ably built the great dam of Marib. They forgot to thank Allah. They became proud and haughty. Allah does not like arrogant people who do not thank Him. So during the 7th century AD, when the pent-up waters of the eastern side of the Yemen highlands were collected in a high lake held back by the dam of Marib, the wall of the dam began to crack. A mighty flood came and the dam burst, and it has never been repaired since. This was a great crisis which brought on the slow downfall of the country. The flourishing gardens of Sheba were left to turn into a wasteland. The luscious fruit trees became wild and gave place to wild plants with bitter fruit. The feathery-leaved tamarisk, which is only good for twigs and wattlework, replaced the sweet-smelling plants and flowers. Wild and stunted kinds of thorny bushes, like the wild lote tree, which were good for neither fruit nor shade, grew in place of the date palms and the grapevines. This punishment of the people of Sheba was an example to all mankind. It reminds us that we should always be thankful to Allah for His blessings and never become arrogant and proud over our success. All success comes only with the help of Allah. The end.